Black and Blue. Written by James Patterson. Read by Federay Holmes. Chapter 1. I'm an experienced hunter of humans. It's not hard if you understand how they think. People have tunnel vision and are objective-driven. As long as you don't interfere with their goal and don't make yourself known before you're ready to pounce, you can close in on a relaxed target pretty easily. It doesn't even require much stealth. Unlike animals, human beings don't use their alarm system of senses. Though the wind was behind me, Ben Hammond didn't smell me. He didn't hear my breath over the clunk of his boots on the pavement. Hammond's objective was his late-model Honda Civic on the edge of the parking lot, so that's all he could see. He didn't notice me round the corner from the loading dock and fall into step behind him. He left the shopping centre with hands full of groceries swinging at his sides and headed across the parking lot, already sliding into the driver's seat in his mind, shutting the door on the moonless night. I followed with my head down. The hoodie pulled up against the security cameras trained on the few remaining cars. I let him pull his keys out of his pocket, the jangling sound covering the soft fall of my boots for the last few steps between me and my prey. I closed the distance and attacked. Chapter 2. Fuck! Ben Hammond grabbed at the back of his head where I'd punched him, turned and stumbled against the car, dropping the bags. Glass cracked in one of them. He cowered in a half-crouch, trying to make himself smaller. Both hands shot up. Oh my God, what are you doing? Stand up, I waved impatiently. Take my wallet, he stammered. Don't hurt me. You don't like the surprise attack, do you, Ben? You know how effective it is. He realised 3 things very quickly. First, that I was a woman. Second, that this wasn't a mugging. Third, that he'd heard my voice before. The man straightened almost fully and squinted into the darkness of my hood. I tugged the hood down and watched his eyes wander around the silhouette of my short hair against the shopping centre lights, the terror in his face slowly dissipating. He straightened. His hands dropped. I know you. You do. You're that cop. He pointed an uncertain finger at me, began to shake it as his confidence grew. You're that cop from the trial. I am, I said. Detective Harriet Blue. Here to deliver your punishment. Chapter 3. It was a little insulting that my name didn't come to Ben's mind as quickly as I'd hoped, but I had just cracked him on the skull. What little grey matter was sloshing around his brain probably needed time to recover. I'd done everything I could to make him aware of me while he was tried for the rape of his ex-girlfriend Molly. When I took to the stand to testify that I'd found Molly at the bottom of the shower where he'd dumped her, I'd looked right at him and calmly and clearly stated my name. It hadn't been a solid case. Ben had been very crafty in getting back at his ex for leaving him, raping and beating her, but charming his way into her apartment struggle-free and sharing a glass of wine with her first, so it looked as if she'd welcomed the sexual encounter. I'd known, sitting on the witness stand and staring at him, that like most rapists, he'd probably go free. But that didn't mean I was finished with him. This is assault. Ben touched the back of his head, noted the blood on his fingers and almost smiled. You're in a lot of trouble, you stupid little bitch. Actually, I slid my right foot back. You're in a lot of trouble. I gave Ben a couple of sharp jabs to the face, then backed up, let him have a moment to feel them. He stepped out from between the shopping bags and came at me swinging. I sidestepped and planted my knee in his ribs, sending him sprawling on the asphalt. I glanced at the distant shopping centre. The security guards would notice a commotion at the edge of the furthest parking lot camera and come running. I figured I had seconds, not minutes. You can't do this. Hammond spat blood from his split lip. I gave him a knee to the ribs. then lifted.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?